Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Today we will study about microorganism, the second lesson for class 8 science by CBSE and NCERT. Now, if we talk about the microorganism, then there are two words. One, micro, other organism. Micro means very small, that we cannot see by our naked eye. It can be only seen by microscope. This microscope is magnifying lens. Organism means living being. Living being are again categorized in two parts: the plants and animals. That means microorganisms are found in plant group also and in animal group also, and we cannot see them by our naked eye. Today, study of microorganism is very important because we are all suffering from microorganism, that is the virus, that is coronavirus. Now, if we talk about the general characteristics of the microorganisms, then first point about the characteristics of microorganism, that they are not visible. That means they are invisible. They cannot be seen by naked eye. So we should care it cautiously because it persists everywhere but cannot be seen. Second, it is omnipresent. This word omnipresent means it is present everywhere. There is no place on the earth where microorganism does not exist. And third characteristics of microorganism is they can persist. Their persistence means they can live in very harsh and adverse climate. In every environment they can live. And next characteristics is they are unicellular. The word unicellular means they are made up of only one cell. And next characteristics of microorganism is about nutrition. If we talk about nutrition, they are autotrophs as well as heterotrophs. And you all know about autotrophs and heterotrophs earlier, that autotrophs are the organisms that make their own food by the process of photosynthesis because of the presence of the chlorophyll. Now we come to history of microorganism, discovery and their habitat. First of all, microorganism was seen by Anton Leeuwenhoek in 1668. He observed rainwater and found microorganism in that dirty water. Second, Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur, whose name is famous for the method of pasteurization, by which the milk is packed in polythene bag by heating it at 70 degree and suddenly chilling and packing them in a airtight bag that is sold in by many companies, you know about Amul. Now, there is another name in the history of microorganism who is Robert Koch. Robert Koch. Robert Koch was a scientist who first found tuberculosis bacteria that causes the tuberculosis, or generally we say it TB. But Robert Koch gave a postulate of 3 points about the proof of presence of microorganism. In the first postulate, he said the suspected causal organism must be constantly associated with disease. What is this? If we take a person as a suspected person that he may be having some microorganism, he must be chosen for the study. Second, the suspected causal organism must be isolated from the infected plant and grown in pure culture. That means if a plant is affected by microorganism, that plant must be isolated from the healthy plants and can be studied further. In the third point, he said when a healthy host is inoculated with the pathogen from the pure culture, symptom of the original disease must develop. That means if a healthy plant is injected by microorganism taken from the infected plant, then the symptom of the infection must develop in the healthy plant too. Now, E.F. Smith in 1905, he also added one more point in the Koch postulate. He said the same pathogen, that means that was developed in the healthy person, the same pathogen must be re-isolated. That means second isolation must be done from the plants and infected under the experimental condition. That means treatment must be taken out of and that experiment must proceed after that. This is the proof of the presence of microorganism. In this way, scientists proceed for the study of microorganism or presence of microorganism. Now, if we talk about the habitat of microorganism, then microorganisms are found everywhere. It is no doubt. Everywhere. But question arises, why? Why microorganism persist everywhere? Microorganism persist everywhere because of the two qualities. One, cyst. Many microorganisms have their hard protective cell wall that protect them from unfavorable condition. This cyst protect them from adverse environmental climate, extreme cold, extreme hot, and when the favorable condition come, they break open the cyst and they start their reproduction system and multiply their number. Second, some of the microorganisms have slimy surface that is called capsule. That capsule also protect them from adverse climate, adverse condition. Habitat, we discussed about habitat, but here we are going to study about the habitat we said here. Now we will discuss about what is the general size of the microorganism. Microorganisms come in varied sizes. The variation of sizes of microorganism are 0.2 micron to 100 micron. 100 micron. Microorganism, 1 micron, 1 micron is equal to 10 power minus 3 millimeter. That means it is 1 micron is 1000 part of millimeter. So we can believe that how we can see microorganism. That means we cannot see microorganism through our naked eye. Now, if we come across the size of the structure of the microorganism, then I will show you about the bacteria that we are going to study. The first topic, bacteria, because microorganism come in 5 more categories. 5 categories, that is bacteria, fungi, alga, virus, and protozoa. That is the order of study of categories of microorganism in your book, published by Maharshi Vidya Mandir. Stop.